The Retaliator from Aegis is hitting gold standard here for Star Citizen Alpha 3.23, and with it come its various modules that are going to give you some flexibility regarding its usage. You can have a cargo module or some torpedo modules, a personal module, and dropship modules. Those last two will come eventually later. And so for the purpose of this video, I'm going to try out the cargo module. This is not a Retaliator bomber that we have today, it's a Retaliator cargo. And so to try it out, I've invited the Rat Club to have a little multi-crew session here, so let's see how this one goes. And so, since we have a ship that is heavily armored and heavily armed at the same time, why not doing something that's a little dangerous, something that we wouldn't do with a Mercury Star on Earth, for example. And we are going to buy some Ds here, if you see what I mean, at some of the labs that are scattered around the Stanton system. In this case, it is the orphanage on Lyria. And I've also taken a trash mission because I was also hoping that further on the line they would give me the location of the lab that is featured in the Jumpdown events, but eventually that did not happen. It's okay, so we're gonna go to the terminal here, and unfortunately every time I am buying some stuff here, it seems that there is an error and it cannot load into the Retaliator cargo, so that is quite unfortunate. But there are still some drug packages here, so with the crew we are going to put them into the ship with our multi-tools, and then we're going to try to sell them somewhere else. In this case, there is also a junkyard on Walad, not too far from here, so that's where we are going to be going, just making sure the place is secured. We don't see anybody here. There is a C2, but it seems like it's abandoned. We'll try to eventually crack it open later. So going to go inside the facility, and I can sell the Revenant Tree Pollen for the amazing sum of 168 Alpha UEC. It's not even 100 or 1000, no, just 168 Alpha UEC. The crew was very generous. They didn't ask for their cut and just let me have all the money. So thank you guys, that's much appreciated. But at the same time, we're not getting any richer, unfortunately. So we're gonna try another lab, and this next lab is going to be located on Selin, and as you can see here, it's pretty much the same, unfortunately. So we cannot fill in the ship with any drugs. It doesn't seem like it's working, so we're gonna try something else. We are going to go to one of the most dangerous places of the verse, and that's one of these derelict settlements. In this case, we are going to rappel on Hurston. Now, of course, the comm array is up, so that means that any crimes that's happening over there is going to be reported, but that's okay. It doesn't stop people from being a little bit naughty at those places, and who knows, maybe we're going to have to do the same. And we're not gonna have to wait for long, because it seems like a C2 is already located there. People are going there to buy, of course, some RMC, and that's also why we are here for with our Retaliator cargo. So we're gonna see if we can see some opportunities. As you can see in the previous video, sometimes people are just not so smart, buy RMC, go back into their ships and lose everything. But it seems that our friend here did hear our ship, didn't buy anything, went back to his ship. He was wearing a medical gown, that was very silly. We went inside, and unfortunately the ship was empty. But that could also mean that the local inventory is pretty full. So with the little money that I have, about 130,000 of a UEC, I went to buy RSC for myself, and this time it worked. I was able to buy 12 SCU that we were able to see inside our Retaliator cargo. However, it turned out that we would not be alone for long, as a Mantis came by, and I'm not sure what that Mantis was trying to do, because we got a Retaliator and the Retaliator is almost fully crewed. So we tried to chase that Mantis, but unfortunately the Mantis ran away, as you can see right here. Alright, so the threat has been not eliminated, they just ran away. Good for them, actually. Running to fight another day is actually quite a smart strategy in Star Citizen, and so that's also going to allow us to go to our destination, which is going to be Lorville. So that's where we're going to do a nice smooth landing, as you can see. And this time I'm gonna make sure to store the ship so that it doesn't go into any unknown system. It would be quite unfortunate to lose everything in my cargo hold for the third time in a row. And once this is done, I will go to the CBD to try to sell the RMC. So there you have it, guys, a short introduction to the Retaliator with the cargo modules. You can have the Retaliator base for just $160, but you can also get one of the cargo modules for $30 and the other one for also $30, as well as some torpedo modules for $75 and $50. So yeah, those are definitely much more expensive. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Dr. Farbin, Zero Crusher, Deplorable, Fidel, and Ducky to Ducker for supporting the channel and also joining today for the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.